Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Ahmed Mekawi. I just want to share my experience with how to pass Terraform HashiCorp exam for Terraform. We are going to go through a couple of questions. What is Terraform to begin with, and how to register and study for the exam. So Terraform is infrastructure as a code tool. What is the meaning of infrastructure as a code? Basically, what you do when you are trying to provision your environment in the cloud, you have usually two options. Either go to the your cloud platform GUI and start to select the kind of services that you would like to provision. For example, you want to create a virtual machine, you want to create a virtual cloud network, you want to create a firewall or whatever. You start to go to the menus and start to create each one of them. But this, if you are building a small environment, that will be fine. But if you, let's say you are building a big complex environment, so clicking on each service and going from a menu to menu, this is a very time consuming, and you could easily forget some steps, and some issues could fall apart. So the other thing you try is to use the cloud vendor command line. Each cloud vendor has a command line tool, so you can do a scripting for your environment and pass it to the API cloud to the API for the cloud, and it will provision the environment for you. And this is very efficient. It will not take as much time as using the GUI. But it has an issue here, is that it is it's specified for this cloud. So if you're working for Amazon, for example, you wrote a script for Amazon, then this script cannot run on Microsoft, or cannot run on Google, or cannot run on Oracle. It cannot run on any other way, or any other cloud vendor. You have to rewrite your script. So if you have an environment that will be, for example, production in Oracle Cloud and DR in Microsoft, you will have to write two different scripts. That's one thing. And this is a very plus. If you are a cloud engineer, you have to be more freedom and more agile, so you can be able to provision wherever you are. So that this is where it came from, the infrastructure as a code. So infrastructure as a code, this means you start to build your environment by writing a code in a special format. For Terraform, it's called the HCL format. All you do is just write a configuration file. And in this configuration file, it will start to you use a declarative mode, which means like when you just want to say to define where the end picture of your environment. For example, you declare I want to put 10 virtual machines. I want one for one cloud network. I want two firewalls. I want two subnets. You declare the final image, and the tool itself will know how to provision this in the cloud. This is in a very summary way. So how this is going to benefit me? This is for sure is there are three more important pillars. First, it can help you in the automation. So whenever you have now every cloud to provision any if your testing environment, or if development team want to build any infrastructure, they have to go through opening a ticket, and this ticket has to be reviewed, and this after it approved, it go to the IT team who will start to provision this environment. This is a very long cycle. So if you are working in a DevOps environment and you already have an approving system, an automatic approving system tool, you can just write your configuration in a template. After it is after the tool is after the team has the right permission, they can just provision their environment by their own. You can add policies, so it can, whenever someone has to approve this at the end, but it gives you an automation for your DevOps. Also how to repeat your environment. For example, you are usually, when you are building the production, you have to build usually you have to build a smaller environment for testing or staging or something like this. So instead of going through the whole steps again to build a small environment, you just have to go to your code, to your configuration code, and change the parameters. Usually you use the environment input variables. So when you are doing your configuration, you change just those variables. Instead of building, for example, 10 virtual machines, you just build 2 virtual machines. And instead of building a virtual machine with 10 CPUs, you build a virtual machine with 1 CPU. And instead of building a rack database, you build a single node database. So you just go to the configuration and change your parameter file so it can be so it can fit in the new environment. And this will make sure also you didn't forget any part of the environment because you are using the same configuration file. The efficiency, for sure, that with this you can build the environment in seconds, in few minutes, without instead of hours. So that's mainly why you use infrastructure as a code, and how Terraform will help you. So how to study for this and how to take the exam. This is the HashiCorp has a website. This is the URL. I will put it on in the video description. Once you go to it, it will give you the information for that's the URL. It gives you the exactly how to register for the exam and how to prepare for the exam. So for registering for the exam, you have to understand that the exam will cost you about $70. So plus taxes. So depending on the country, it could be 72, something like this. The exam is 1 hour and it is online. You don't need to go to data center or anything. You have to take it on your computer. So, and it show you the objectives. So that is the exam. If you want to take the exam, you just have to go to visit visit the scheduling for them. You go to buy exam. You choose the exam that you want to buy, add to your cart, and then you go. Here I have 2 exams. I just want to buy one. You just, and then you check out. Once you check out, you can go to my assessments. It will appear here. It will appear here as one of the exam that you bought. And here the options will be scheduling. So you click on scheduling and start a schedule. But just pay attention that here HashiCorp is moving their environment, their examination to be on another way, to be hosted with another partner. So if any exam must be scheduled and taken by the 30th of September. So I recommend, instead of, this is only 1 week ahead. So it is better to wait until the migration complete and start to buy your exam and register for the exam. For the time being, you can start to prepare for the exam. So how can I prepare for the exam? Let's go back to our website and click prepare for the exam. Here it will show you that Terraform has a consolidated study guide. You can just click on this study guide and go through each topic in it. Like every link of this, you have to go through each link and read all the details of this in this link. It's a quite long list, but it is a complete list. You don't need to go to buy another book or to do anything else. If you just read those, go through all of those links and all of those items, you will be able to understand all the topics that is covered in the exam. Uh, you need to also have some practicing here. Like reading only will not be that efficient. So you need to have some practicing. The exam you have also, the exam has three type of questions. Multiple, actually it's two type: multiple choice. Either to you choose one correct answer, or sometimes they to ask you to choose more than one correct answer, and they tell you, for example, you can't choose, you have to choose two correct answers, or complete the sentence. So the complete the sentence, which, for example, it will give you this command, and it will ask, and it tell you what parameter you need to do to use, so you can complete this, so you can get this result. But this will be like one or two questions in the exam. It will not be more than this. So the majority will be multiple choice, like 95% of the questions or 97% of the questions, it will be multiple choice. Once you finish the exam, you will get a report for your exam. It will show you if you pass or not. It will show you your score. It will show you how many questions. My exam was having a 57 question, and I got 52 of them right. And then it will give you in each topic, how did you perform against each topic. So you can review how did you perform against each topic. So whatever you are missing, you can start to review this topic back in the study guide, and mastering this topic. So it's very good, and it's very detailed report. And that's it. The exam is just a little bit tricky, so you just have to have some hands-on, because it asks, in a lot of situations, it asks you about scenarios. So for scenarios, you need to have some hands-on. So go through the study guide, go through the practice a little, take some time to practice, and you should be good to pass. And I believe that it is worth to study this exam, because infrastructure as a code is a very good, is actually a de facto for everyone who want to work on the cloud. I hope this video is useful for everyone, and let's talk again later for any updates. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.